Welcome to this edition of Unsolved Oddities. I'm your host, Howard Tannen. The year was 1955. The location, Hobbs, New Mexico. It was the last year the town's slaughterhouse and meatpacking plant would operate. At least that's what the residents believed. Early in 1955, local physician Dr. E. Lathrop Brown began seeing unusual symptoms in a number of his patients. Certain patients showed signs of tremors, problems with muscle control, slurred speech, and unsteady walking. As time progressed, these symptoms worsened. The most disturbing symptom, however, were fits of uncontrollable laughter, even in the face of severe depression. Dr. Brown's investigation led him to the Hill Valley Corporation, a California-based meatpacking company that had acquired the Murray Farm in Hobbs. The corporation opened a slaughterhouse and meatpacking plant to process the beef from the farm. The Murray meatpacking plant opened in Hobbs in 1952. Hill Valley Corporation not only operated meatpacking plants, they also operated a chain of funeral homes and crematoriums in the western United States. Brown uncovered evidence that the corporation was, to his horror, shipping human remains from its funeral homes in California and Nevada to its meatpacking plants in New Mexico, Arizona, and West Texas. They would then process the human remains and mix them with beef from the slaughtered cattle. The symptoms Dr. Brown had observed were that of the neurological disease Kuru, a disease commonly contracted by consuming human flesh. Sadly, Dr. Brown was the victim of a propaganda campaign by the Hill Valley Corporation. Labeled a quack and pronounced mentally incompetent by a corporation-paid psychologist, Brown was committed to the CPOH Asylum for the Criminally Insane on November 5, 1955. As the death toll mounted, more members of the community began to believe Brown's claims. A private investigator, Mike Fox, uncovered evidence that Brown was indeed correct. He secretly turned over his evidence to the FBI. An official investigation took place some 6 months after Brown's incarceration, and the FDA found evidence of the widespread practice of mixing human remains in the beef from the slaughterhouse. Hill Valley Corporation was exposed nationwide and filed for bankruptcy 1 year to the day after Brown's being admitted to the asylum. The meatpacking plant in Hobbs was closed and boarded up. The offices of the corporation in Hobbs stood abandoned until the early 1960s, when the office building was torn down and the land donated to the local community theater company. In 1962, they built a theater that stands on the site to this day. In 2011, a new company, Silvestri Industries, bought the abandoned plant and announced plans to restart the meatpacking business in Hobbs. Operations at the refurbished plant started in late 2012. All seemed in order until the fall of 2015, when several local residents fell ill with a strange disease. The most disturbing symptom? Uncontrollable fits of maniacal laughter, along with severe depression, progressive loss of muscle control, and coordination. On October 21, 2015, an elderly man claiming to be the missing Dr. Emmett Lathrop Brown arrived at the Hobbs Police Department headquarters, claiming he had evidence that the meatpacking plant was once again combining human remains with its meat products. The old man, raving about his theories and calling out to a lost friend, Marty, was led away for mental evaluation. But could he be right? Shortly after the appearance of the man claiming to be Dr. Brown, shocking images were published online, showing evidence of practices even more horrifying than what happened in 1955. As the evidence mounts, residents are once again beginning to question, what is going on at the old slaughterhouse? Unsolved Oddities has recently received the following footage from security cameras inside the plant. As a warning to viewers, some of the following images are graphic in nature and may be disturbing to young children. Viewer discretion is advised.